Welcome, viewer. Hello, hello, hello. So we'll just wait for a couple more minutes to see if anyone else would be joining us this afternoon for this amazing launch. And while we are waiting, let me just share another soundtrack. If you can dream it, you can do it, nothing's too far. You're a shining light, you're a shooting star. All you need is faith and the will to try. Rise up, reach out, touch the sky. You are stronger than you think, braver than you know. Let your spirit fly, let your passion show. If you can dream it, you can do it, nothing's too far. You're a shining light, you're a shooting star. All you need is faith and the will to try. Rise up, reach out, touch the sky. If you can dream it, you can do it, nothing's too far. You're a shining light, you're a shooting star. All you need is faith and the will to try. Rise up, reach up, touch the sky. You are stronger than you think, braver than you know. Let your spirit fly, let your passion show. If you can dream it, you can do it, nothing's too far. You're a shining light, you're a shooting star. All you need is faith and the will to try. Rise up, reach out, touch the sky. You are stronger than you think, braver than you know. Let your spirit fly, let your passion show. If you can dream it, you can do it, nothing's too far. You're a shining light, you're a shooting star. All you need is faith and the will to try. Rise up, reach out, touch the sky. You are stronger than you think, braver than you know. Let your spirit so we start in a few minutes. Thank you all for joining in. All you need is faith and the will to try. Rise up, reach out, touch the sky. You are stronger than you think, braver than you know. Let your spirit fly, let your passion show. If you can dream it, you can do it, nothing's too far. You're a shining light, you're a shooting star. All you need is faith and the will to try. Rise up, reach out, touch the sky. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I don't want to keep those who were early waiting, so we would start.
So I want to first give all praise and thanks to Allah, Suwata Allah, for taking me on this journey, getting me to this point, and giving me the opportunity to share with you. I want to thank those who would have turned up for this session and those who are probably on their way. And hopefully this is the first time I'm doing a live, so hopefully it would be available on my page for others to get a recap. I want to start by talking a little bit about my journey to this point. I have always had a consciousness for saving, even as a child. I would have seen my mother joining Susus, organizing, being spearheading it for others in our community. And back then in the 70s, there wasn't much banking facilities for lower income families. So they would pool their funds and do what it is they have to do. So I always had that saving around me. And I remember in the 90s trying to exist on a Clark One salary and raising a child and studying and still managing to save a little. Back then we had the credit unions. Nobody really saved at a bank. So I would, try to put $100 into my credit union account in the 90s, and that in itself was a sacrifice and a stretch. So fast forwarding now to 2018, and I started to get these emails from a lady called Ann Wilson. And, I always used to just delete it, click delete, because I kept wondering, who is this lady? Why it is she kept sending me emails? And I realized that when you sign up for an online event, what the organizers do, they have their affiliates, and they usually share your login information or email addresses with their affiliates who would have brought people to the session. So this is how Ann Wilson would have gotten my email address. So on one particular day I said, let me click on this lady and see what it is, why it is she keeps sending me emails. And she had this 7-day money makeover program. And it was $7, 7 days, $7, $7 US. And I decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the 7-day money makeover. And I clicked on it and I started my 7-day program. And that was such an eye-opener, just that first 7 days. So what I did after I completed that, she was about to start her Financial Freedom University, which is a 6-month program. It costs over $2,000 US. Bearing in mind, I would have upgraded from a Clark One salary, yes, but I had commitments. I was building a house. By this time I had debt because I had a mortgage and other things going on. And 2,000 US by any measure is not a little bit of money. And I wanted to do the program. Her initial fee structure was all at once or 3 months to pay it off in 3 months' time. I couldn't do it all at once, and I definitely couldn't do it in 3 months' time. And this brings me to a point that I want to share about asking or not asking. If you do not ask, your answer will always be no. If you ask, it can either be yes or no. So I sent an email. I said I would not be able to manage all at once and for the 3-month payment plan. Can I get a year? And I got a yes in return. So I was able to do the course in a year's time. And 200 US was still a stretch to pay a month, and I had to pay a little extra, obviously, because you're going beyond the time. But I made the sacrifice, and I did her program, and that has completely changed my life. It showed me the proper way of saving, because everybody could save, but there's a proper way to save. It showed me the proper way to save. It showed me the proper way to invest. It showed me how to reduce debt and stay out of it. And it also taught me to treat me, Olive Garcia, as a business, as the CEO of a business. So when I am doing my cash flow statements, or I am doing my spend tracker, or income and expenditure statement, or balance sheet, the same things that you would do for a business, you are doing this for your life. And switching to that, I think, is the basic level in order to move forward. So in 2021, so I did Anne's program, I would have put my base structures in place, my savings on automatic, my investments on automatic. I would have opened a stock market account with the Trinidad and Tobago stock market locally and also internationally. And another thing that was an aha moment for me in going through this program and doing these different exercises that she would have highlighted is that I never knew that we in Trinidad and Tobago had access to these things. People who invest here, they don't share. If you're not moving in that circle, you never know what is happening here. And that is so sad. And that is one of the things that I want to correct. So I did some research in going through her program. She would have said that, it is always advisable to invest in the stock market. I didn't know that we had access to international stockbrokers, or even investing in companies locally. And shout out to my co-worker Keith Hercules for putting me on to the local stock market. So I would have created an account on the Trinidad and Tobago stock market. You all can check it out. And I started investing in companies that I would use every day here, things like National NFM, the flour mills, because we all use flour, we all use products from them. I would have invested in them. TCL Cement and a variety of others. Plus also in going through her program, she would have spoken about investing internationally, buying stock from companies all around the world, investing in index trackers like the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ. And I said, but I don't think we have that here. But doing research and speaking with my bankers, I realized that yes, we can invest. We can open a brokerage account. At the time, I did my own through JMMB. You have First Citizens, you have Republic. So whichever bank you are banking with, you can probably inquire into this. And I asked the person at JMMB, and they said that it was, at that time, it was $3,000, $3,000 US to open a brokerage account. And obviously, I did not have $3,000 US. So again, you can only find out if you ask a question. It can either be yes or it could be no. So I asked if I can start my account with a smaller amount. And I said I had $1,000. And I was told, yes, I can start. So I scraped up, I got my $1,000 US, and I opened my account, my online broker account. And that would have opened me up to the greater hemisphere. The sky is the limit with online investing, because you can choose your stock for yourself, you invest, you can sell when you want, and you can track your investments in real time without somebody else having to do it for you and charging you a whole heap of money. So in 2021, so like I said, I would have put all these base things in place. So those are up and running. And in 2021, after reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which is another good book, along with Ann Wilson's The Wealth Chef, which is available on Amazon, there is this mantra that they said, well, Napoleon Hill would have said that you create. Because I thought that at that time, it was important for me to share what it is I would have learned with others and educate people as to what they can do in order to achieve financial freedom. And I just want to share a little of my mantra with you. So I said soon. Actually, in the mantra example, you're supposed to give a date by when. But in reading further with another author, sometimes when you put a date and it doesn't happen, it causes you to feel despondent. So they said that you can use the word soon instead. So I would have used soon. So I said soon I would have in my possession X amount of dollars. I'm not going to share how much it was, which would come to me in various amounts from time to time during the interim. In return for this money, I would give the most efficient service of which I am capable, rendering the fullest possible quantity and the best possible quality of service in the capacity of educator, by teaching, aiding, listening, empowering, and supporting all those under my care. I believe that I will have this money in my possession. My faith is so strong that I can now see this money before my eyes. I can touch it with my hands. It is awaiting transfer to me in the time and in the proportion that I deliver the service I intend to render in return for it. I am awaiting a plan by which to accumulate this money, and I will follow that plan when it is received. This mantra was created on the 29th of September 2021, which is a little over 4 years ago. Now fast forward to today, mashallah, I am launching my program as an educator. And my program is called Financial Fitness Essentials. And what does it do? It takes you through the basic of creating your personal financial portfolio statements. So I just want to share now where is it? So you see, when you're doing Facebook Live, before they told you could have shared stuff. Now I'm not seeing the option to share. Okay, so I will just read through the stuff. So when you get, there's a welcome page where you enter your first name and email address to get access to the main page. And the program costs $49 US, which is very manageable by any measure. The cost may change over time, so it is advisable that you get in early. It is designed to provide what a person needs to know in order to create a better money management skills. It includes free financial spreadsheets, so your spend tracker, your income and expenditure statement, your balance sheet, your wealth management scorecard. All these spreadsheets are provided as the tools in the package. There is also a bonus monthly Q&A call with me once a month. And the modules, there are 5 modules, which the first module is taking you through the basics, the underlying elements of money and wealth. The second module is getting clear on the 4 pillars of wealth. Most people think that income is the most important element in wealth, but at the end of the program, you would realize that it is just the seed. It is the potential, but not the most important. Third module, which goes through the different money flow patterns and identifies which type of money flow pattern you fall into. Right, so that's a good module to go through. Then we have compounding, which is the 8th wonder of the world, how investing and compounding can accelerate your wealth and how to get that done. And then we have lastly your wealth creation tools, which you would use to create the wealth that you want, identifying your financial freedom number, what it is, what financial freedom looks for you, because financial freedom for me would be different to how financial freedom looks for you. And there is also a bonus module on investing in the Trinidad and Tobago stock market. I take you through the process of setting up your account and funding it and selecting stock. So that is the program. I want you to know though that I would have had a little hiccup with my payment module in signing up. So when you get to the website, you would see the price, and when you click on it, it should take you to the order page. However, again, because of where we live in Trinidad and Tobago, lovely Trinidad and Tobago, paying with credit card is not something that is available to John public. We have access to PayPal. For some reason, my PayPal, I'm getting some challenges integrating it into my website, but I'm going to fix that problem. So, if you are interested in purchasing the program, $49 US, you can reach out to me at info@lizziesinc.com. I would share my banking information with you. Alternatively, if you're a person like me who is into crypto, you can pay with USDT, and I can also share my USDT address to send the funds to. Also, I'd like you to know that I have a YouTube channel as well, so check that out. Information is posted on my Facebook page, so please like and subscribe. So that is it, everyone. Thank you all so much for turning up for my product launch. I hope all of you would, take the opportunity to purchase this program and also log into the monthly sessions. Once you are a member, you are automatically invited to those sessions. There's so much information that I would love to share with you all, and I want people to take this journey with me. I think I am still learning, I am still growing, but I think I have the basics in place, and I feel a whole lot more confident and comfortable where I am in my financial journey. So thank you all again, and I will see you on the inside.